Hubbardston Select Board, Tuesday, September 2nd, 6:30 p.m. So we will have the announcements.
Okay. So, this coming up Saturday, we have on 9/6 at 9 a.m. we have the annual 5K race for the Hubbardston Library. You can still register, correct?
You still register that day?
Yes, okay.
It's the 28th annual.
28th annual. Isn't that what it says on the town sign?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just wanted to-
Okay, I didn't say, I just said the annual 5K. I didn't say a number because I don't have a number written down. Anyway, so $30 registration fee, and you can find the registration on the library's website. But again, that is this Saturday. It starts over here at the school. They run down a newly paved Elm Street. That would be nice. Nobody will break an ankle. And they turn around and come back. And Mark Wiggler is in charge of that, and he has been doing this for like 9 billion years, and he does a very good job. So if you want to run a 5K in town, sign up at the library. All the money goes to the library, and it goes to good causes, which is the library. All right. That's my spiel. Okay. So the following Saturday, 9/13, we have the Lions are doing the field day up at the rec field from 9 to 2. Chris, you doing the barbecue this year?
Yes.
Okay, chicken barbecue, and then they'll have a bunch of vendors and a bunch of fun things, activities for kids, and all the good stuff that field day always brings. Again, that is this Saturday, 9 to 2 at the rec field. Then on the 17th, which is a Wednesday, there is a ribbon cutting at Dottie Rock at 2 p.m. So for the new trail that Open Space Committee has worked on that is accessible basically to all, very flat path, and it has a beautiful view of Dottie Rock and everything. They're doing a official ribbon cutting ceremony at 2 o'clock on the 17th. This is off Malone Road, which is off Mount Jeff, but there's ARPA money was used for this, and the Open Space Committee has worked very hard getting this, and there's already been some really good reviews, people posting on Facebook about how they could actually go out and walk in the woods again because it was accessible. So again, if you want to come out, it's open to all, 2 p.m. the 17th. On October 4th, there is a car show at the Rod and Gun from 10 to 4. You can contact the Rod and Gun to find out more information. There is a flyer circulating around. But again, that is October 4th from 10 to 4 at the Rod and Gun. There is a car show. And then on October 11th, we have Nonsuch Fest, which is going to be a food truck festival from noon to 7 at the rec field. We're gonna have some fun things. We got a bounce house coming. We have bands playing all day. We got tattoo and glitter art artists, and we're gonna have good stuff. So again, that's October 11th, and it's rain or shine for that one. All right, and that's all I got. Trish, you got stuff for the library, or are we good for right now?
No, September is blessedly quiet, so
Okay.
let's not.
Okay, let's not
Poke
poke
the
that
bear.
bear. Okay, that's fine.
All right, thank you. Are there any other reports to be made at this time? Seeing none, thank you. We will move to item C, the joint election. In this case, for the board's information and everyone else, there is only one name now, because Mr. Monroe has removed his. So we have one person interested in the school committee representative, Mr. Gael Monker. Welcome.
Thank you.
So at this point, if there are any comments or questions from the board or school committee people, feel free to
Do you wanna make them up?
let yourself know. Pardon?
Yeah.
Oh, would you come and join us, please? Yeah.
Come, I'll join us, I'll grab another chair.
Yes, everyone come sit. Everybody but Mike Stoll. The whole audience, just come on up.
Oh.
Good.
How are we doing today?
Because the seniors and they stole my chairs. Those one that he steps in.
Actually, Mr. Monker, if there's anything you would like to say first before we open it up for anyone who may have questions, if you would like to.
Well, yeah, I mean, I do, I mean, I did ask what is the formality for me to stop by in case people have
Mhm.
questions. So again, my name is Gary Loncourt. I'm not sure if you did see the package I sent. I've been in town for 10 years now, and I have 4 kids in the Quabbin district, so I've been heavily involved into ensuring that, you know, we have a robust school system. So therefore, when the opportunity arises, to me it was like, okay, you know what, this is probably it for me to find out how can I help. I work in the area, so I work in Devens. I'm in the pharmaceutical industry. Been in that industry since college, so it's probably almost 15 years, I would say right now, since out of college. I went to WPI, I got a master's in biotechnology. One of the key things for me, STEM is one of the key things that's my passion, because most of the people that comes to my field is from that area, and recently hiring a few graduate students from Quabbin. So that was really awesome to see this. So I would love to actually see more of the students coming out in the industry and kind of support. Obviously, I support any aspect of the school system, not just STEM, right? But I just kind of make sure that is my
We like
passion,
STEM too.
right? So so yeah, I'm here to, in case any questions that I'm here to actually answer, get to know everyone in the board.
Anybody?
Okay, I guess it's me. So, and this was more of a concern for, we had 2 people that signed up, and it was Chris and you.
Okay.
Chris is the chair of the planning board, and you are the vice chair of the Board of Health, and this is a
Correct.
concern with, I feared either one, because you guys are already sitting in a board that's going to take a lot. And this is a committee that takes a lot.
Yes, yes.
And I am a person that does a lot, so I understand what this is going to do. And my concerns are always, if you're sitting on a heavy board that takes a lot from you, to do another one will burn you out quick. And I hate to see either of the 2 boards, either this one or the Board of Health, floundering or not getting the attention that it needs,
Yeah.
because you're sitting on 2 very heavy boards. That being said, and it was the same for Chris as well, that being said, we don't have anybody else, so I don't know what else to say to that. It's not like I
Right.
can pick, and even between the 2 of you, I was having a very hard time.
Right, right.
You know, because you're both sitting on very heavy boards, and you actually hold vice chair, and he was chair. You know what I mean? Like rock and hard place, you know?
Yes, I mean, that was part of my assessment. I mean, I did give it some thought. Actually, as a matter of fact, I was on vacation when I actually applied for this. So I had plenty of time to sit down and kind of think about it. I didn't really do it in a rush. So when I joined a Board of Health, one of the key things that I've done, or we as a team really, is to ensure we can actually make sure we have the right people for continuity, right? So I think I have the comfort that we have the right people in place at the Board of Health. Like you say, in case like for some reason we can balance it out. So I kind of map it out. I think actually I have the flexibility to actually support both. But again, I still don't know what's entailed into your work right now, so I'm about to learn, right? So obviously one of the key aspects that I talked to folks in my team is, if I have to make a decision, one of the key things I noticed is Thursdays is our meetings and Tuesdays are our meetings here for Board of Health. I think I would have to actually evaluate this, but for me, the committee is actually one of my primary goals at this point, in terms of ensuring that I actually make sure I can full focus and always pay attention to it. But I have the right people in place to actually support me from both angles in terms of actually my actual work and the Board of Health. I value both of them. It's important work. But I think one of the key aspects I bring to the table is efficiency, because I hate to actually waste time around things, because in Board of Health we actually have a full-fledged process of how we actually run the meetings. So I have the capacity to actually support both at this point.
Okay, I'm just pointing out the big elephant in
You
the
tell
room.
me everything that yes, yes.
The fortunate part here is that this is only until the annual town election, so if Gael is
Sure.
elected here this evening, he can make the decision
To
to
either
whether
run
to
or not.
run
Yeah,
or
it's
good.
not,
Correct.
so
Yeah,
this
correct.
is a relatively harmless.
Trial by fire.
Right,
type.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't have an issue with your time, because from what I see, you went and got your master's while you were probably working also.
That's correct. Yep.
I have no issue with that.
It was an interesting process, yes.
Well,
Yep.
you made it through, so.
I did. And
With
right-
flying colors.
And COVID hit us too, right in the middle of it, so
Yeah,
it was very
so-
interesting, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Excellent.
Welcome Superintendent, well, thank you for coming.
Thanks, yeah.
Is there anything you would like to say or add?
No, I just wanna say that Mr. Moncourt has actually served on a lot of our committees, in a volunteer capacity when we've done different search processes, and he's heavily involved, at the school level, and I think he'd be a great addition to our committee.
Do we have other questions from board members or committee? Anybody in the committee like to speak?
No, I'm really excited to welcome you and look forward to your expertise and becoming part of our team. I've served four terms on the school committee, and we would encourage you come election time, if you know it's a good fit, to hopefully run for the seat permanently. But our meetings are the second Thursday typically of the month, and you can kind of gauge your involvement by how many subcommittees you're
Right.
interested in signing up for, and those meet in a variety of different times as well, so.
So actually, tell me more about your subcommittees.
Yeah, that's what I mean, it's not just
Yeah,
one
yeah,
meeting.
no, I
It's
noticed
not.
that
We
the
have-
finance subcommittee, I
we
mean, that's what I
have-
pay attention to the most.
We have a lot, so that's kind of, the regular school committees when we conduct the ordinary business, but the subcommittees is when we really, dig deep into each subject. So we have Mark Wigglers, the chair of the budget subcommittee. We have the central office audit now. We've combined a few, so we just made some changes. That would do what do they really do other than the audit? I'm trying to think what other central office work.
My
Is done.
evaluation,
Yeah.
we kind of put some of the ad hoc stuff in there, so if we're talking
Yeah.
about anything about school configurations, things like that. And then we have policy review and reform, they look at
Yep,
all of our
I'm aware of that.
policies.
That
Building
meets,
grounds and technology, and then we have a student services subcommittee.
Yeah, I think I was aware of all of them except for the audit one, I heard of that.
that's the central office
I
and
see.
audit, so annually our finances are audited, so we'll review,
That's right.
the audit and bring it to the full committee at that point.
We
I
did.
feel like we have. Is that all? Policy review, yeah, we have,
Yes, I
yeah,
so.
yeah, negotiations, so.
Are you scared yet?
No.
Getting
But they
nervous?
meet, different times of the year, like policy review and reform meets October to, February and Mondays.
Budget is hot, starting
Budget,
in
yeah,
November.
that's a busy
Yeah.
one.
I think that's the big one I usually
yeah.
follow, but yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have one quick comment, and this is just as town administrator, an employee, not a voter. Like, please remember that the children are the top priority, but to also remember to balance out with the needs of the taxpayer. Well, all of you, that is a very important balance.
Yep, absolutely.
It's always
If I
taken
can jump
into
in.
consideration.
That was- Because that was a comment I was going to make.
Yeah.
First of all, we'll start with a question. Are you familiar with the budget process in terms of hours, in terms of 50+% more goes to education?
Yeah.
So we are very much for education, but we are on a fine line here. I've been on the board for, in my 13th year now. Point I'm making is, we have a reputation for being the squeaky wheel, meaning we have let our feelings be known. And the point being, the representatives of the committee, you wear two hats as far as I'm concerned. Should you take the position, you're gonna be a member of a larger committee, the Quabbin.
Right.
But it's very important from our point of view, and especially my own, because of the years that you felt this way for many, that you also remember you're wearing a hat from Hubbardston.
Mm-hmm.
And that it's a delicate balance. I understand, I'm a retired teacher myself, okay? But it's a delicate balance when you are at the Quabbin School Committee meeting, and they're fighting to get these things for the kids. And I don't want us being forgotten, because budget-wise, in the last few years, before we even start our budget, we're in the hole. Just because of what we know we're gonna be having to pay roughly to the education, that doesn't mean we're against it. But that's the reality of Hubbardston right now, and the budgeting process, so it's a tough, two hats you have to wear, because, you are also our representative. And you have to speak for us, and you need to also come and let us know what's going on too. We've said the same thing to these two people here who've been on the committee for a long time, and they work very hard. So that's what you're looking at.
Yep. I mean, I think in my opening letters, I mentioned that pretty clear, right? That's, transparency is actually very important, right? So I do understand the needs of the entire district, and of course, understanding the voters in Hubbardston as well, right? So, to me, I think that very, clearly, but I have to actually balance that line to ensure equitable across the board for both the town and of course the larger Quabbin district. Yes.
But just a point, I mean, what Mr. Williams alluded to is not just a Hubbardston issue. It's a statewide
Correct.
issue.
Correct.
That the state has underfunded education for a
100%,
significant
yeah.
period of time.
Yep.
And now we're dealing with it. And we do the best job we can. I mean, we were at the point where we actually cut uniforms for athletic teams to get to the budget that we needed to get to
Right.
this past year. So it's not an easy task.
So I have a question regarding this as well, because I noticed that our senator had earmarked some money, I think, for us at one point during the budgeting process. What I want to understand is we have subcommittees. Do we have any specific subcommittees within our Quabbin district that have a direct line of communication with our senators?
You're sitting next to her,
Yeah.
and I can tell you, Superintendent Muha does a wonderful job putting together rooms where the legislators can hear about the issues that face the towns. It's a drum they've heard beat many, many, many times. Like, they know too. Senator Durant, you call him and say, hey, what's Nate gonna call you and complain about? You say, oh, the school. And so they're well aware, but when you're looking at rural communities versus urban communities and the whole, what was it called a few years ago?
Formula, right? Yeah, I mean, I
The
think
new
we've been
formula,
left out.
all
Yeah, for
changed,
sure.
like they're
Yeah.
balancing the whole cost of education in the state of Massachusetts on rural communities
Right.
while funding, and I get that, I get the other side too, but it
Right.
can't be both ways.
Correct.
But we don't have a subcommittee focused on
Focus on
that,
that group, yeah.
and it's a great idea, to be honest with
Mhm.
you. We're
The
always
legislative
open to new
committee.
We all get
Yeah.
in, we all try to be involved as
We
much
try
as
to
we can.
send as many
Ask for
letters
Yeah.
as we can, and we host,
Yeah.
last year I hosted a forum at the Raven Central office for.
And then testify, well,
Yeah.
Right, so that's what
we
I'm asking,
actually
right?
went
So what
as
is,
well.
okay,
Yes,
yeah,
Quabbin
because
did.
when they have
We had a
some
great
bills in the house,
presence,
right?
yeah, we
Oh,
did, we
yeah, and
we
they-
actually were
it's still here.
photographed because they have t-shirts and stuff, they couldn't go that day, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we try to be as involved, and we do know that the kids' education and safety comes first always, but the budget is always in the forefront of every discussion.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's
So,
how I kinda get involved
We're
in the
really,
process,
we're
yeah.
really excited to have your expertise in that.
Excellent.
Really look forward to working with you.
Very good. Well, I look forward to working with you, all of you guys in the board, but yes.
Anyone else have anything to say or ask of Mr. Moncur? Did I pronounce your last name correctly, Moncur?
You do, it's Moncur, but most people call me Moncor, so I.
Moncur.
Right.
Okay. All
Do
right.
you have
then.
any other questions for us, or?
Well, so I mean, I guess the question I had was because this joint committee that currently happening right now, is that something that we do on a regular basis, or it will only gather for specific causes?
We do it a lot, but only because people have been leaving the Quabbin Regional School Committee. Like, I'd say in the 3 years I've been here, this is the 4th or 5th time we've done this,
Right.
so.
We often have a failure to elect, so, or in this case, we actually had appointed the last representative, and he just, I think the time commitment, he only showed up to like 1 or 2 meetings over
Right.
the year, and he had run for reelection, but I think his work was just too much, or I don't know, he had trouble checking his emails or something, so it just hasn't worked out well.
So I guess here's a question for the committee with the the school committee. I guess what keeps you up at night in terms of ensuring you have the proper people to always represent in the committee from each town? Like first of all, I guess, what is the reasoning we have a short outcome this way, and what keeps you up at night at this point?
Nothing keeps me up at night, I've been doing this way too long.
You just close
It
the door.
is, yep, like tomorrow's another day, we'll deal with it then.
We have issues with filling all our committees.
Yes,
People just wanna pay their taxes and be left alone,
yeah,
right?
there's people are
There's
too
a
busy.
small, if you take our population, there's a very small group of people that wanna be involved with the town or the regional school. And to me, it's very important, that's why I'm still here, you know what I mean? And it gives me something to do. I enjoy it, actually.
But yeah, most people, they have kids, they have, you got soccer, you have the work meeting after work, you've had a long day. The last thing a lot of people wanna do is go to a meeting that they have to go and deal with, problems, cause that's what we all deal with is problems. Some of them are little, some of them are big. But all these committees, the town runs, the school runs, everything runs, and we have to figure out all the problems. So, a lot of people just don't have the time, they're too busy, they don't wanna deal with it. That's why we have, a lot of holes. And we are not the only town. You go anywhere and it's the same thing, cause especially, none of us are paid. We are all doing this because we love our town and love the punishment. But yeah, it's, we show up and we do what we think is best. But you're gonna find it's a handful of the same people, you're gonna see the same faces over and over and over again.
Right. I mean that's kind of typical in a rural environment, right? Basically, I only have 20% of the people doing 80% of the work, right? So, so hence there isn't the multiple hats, vice chair, board of health, right? But okay, yeah, I just kind of wanted to understand from your point of view. I mean, it seems like that's true across other towns. Just people who want to get this stuff done. I think the civic aspect of our lives completely being put aside. But okay, all right.
I mean, you've been on the board for what, 12, 13 years
I'm
now?
on my 13th
There's,
year.
there's always been issues with filling seats, right?
Yep.
There you go.
For,
I was
yeah,
in-
sometimes.
I was in
Yeah,
C,
yeah,
what, a year ago?
that's how
Yeah,
it goes.
she-
Yeah.
she-
So I got
Was I just
really
saying, I was like,
excited.
wait,
She's a
this is
keeper.
weird.
Because I was nominated for about 3 months and I had to run for one.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately going to have to be a change in how we govern in general, because hybrid opportunities do bring out more people, but that is something that is going to have to be discovered as we go. Because it's just, we're getting there, but we're not there quite yet, not just here, but everywhere across the country. Memberships are down in members clubs, memberships are down at gyms, and just membership is down. So, working in a community where, as you said, I believe it's more 10% of the people do 90% of the work, but I'm a little close to the stove. So, but we do appreciate the people that wear many hats because they are the glue that holds the whole community together. Both brand new and people that have been doing it for decades.
And I think on our committee, we're a committee of 15, so there's, based on population, the number of seats is chosen.
Do you wanna
And
call-
we have
call the vote?
quite a
Yeah,
few
you
members
can
that
call the vote, I'll
have
do
been
roll call, and
long-serving
then
as
you
well,
can
so
call.
we do,
Well, I
which
didn't
is
know.
nice to
No,
have
vote
a
and-
mix,
and
you
you'll
know,
do
of
roll
new
call.
ones and then some that have been on for a long time, so.
All right, anything else? If not, what I will do is I will call to have the vote of both the committees that are here and turn it over to you for.
All right, when your name is stated, please state the name of the
Yeah, it's a roll
candidate
call.
that you are voting to elect. If we still.
Okay,
this is
all
the
right.
rules.
Last of all, the first thing.
Okay,
Mr. Wiggler,
Mr. Moncourt.
Mrs. Chamberlain,
Mr. Moncourt.
Mrs. Monk,
This is Mr. Moncourt.
Mr. Parego,
Encore.
Mr. Walker,
Mr. Moncourt.
Mr. Williams,
Encore.
Mrs. Young.
Encore.
Welcome aboard.
Yes. Yay!
Mel, can you swear in Gael?
We're done.
Wow.
You can't let them go out the
We're not
door.
letting you out the door without
Don't wanna
making
lose
this
your-
official.
don't wanna lose your-
No
Yeah,
way.
Yeah, right in front of all the boxes, please.
There's a wall right here, so.
Just on that back wall is where I've been taking pictures.
That's not a bad spot over there.
Yeah, over there is probably.
Okay.
Alright, as we roam all over the place. Oh my goodness.
As long as I don't have to sign up, right?
Okay, alright, so I have to sign something.
You have to sign a couple things, so, right over here.
Yeah, so, where it's freshly painted wall.
We don't even have our seal of the town.
For all the duty of this
So,
to the Quabbin Regional School District Committee for the town of Hubbardston according to the laws of the Commonwealth.
That's right.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll send you the email
Yeah,
with all the stuff that you need to do.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you,
Thank you.
congrats.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you all for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Good night.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Mel.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Oh, bring that up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I can send you this thing signed. Do you solemnly swear to faithfully and impartially perform all duties imposed upon you for your re-election to the select board of the town of Hubbardston according to the laws of the Commonwealth?
Yes.
Sign it.
Thank you.
Sworn in
Congratulations.
as a select board member.
Congratulations. All right, thank you all.
Bye, Mel. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, next caller.
Okay.
Okay.
Consent agenda, please.
Doesn't appear to be anyone here for open session.
Yeah,
Where'd Mike go?
where'd Mike go?
He left.
Apparently.
Okay, so we'll move to the consent agenda.
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
It was brought to my attention that the insurance certificate for the Dogfather one-day liquor license expires on 10/3. The event is 10/7,
No, 11.
10/11. So if you could make the vote contingent upon the successful
Renewal of
renewal of his insurance, that would
He
be.
said he'll send it to me
Okay.
tomorrow. He's already has the new
Okay.
form. So
Okay.
he'll send it to me tomorrow. He didn't realize.
So
He
we
sent
need
the
us,
old one.
you want us to deal with that separately then?
Nope, I just want it noted that
We
that's.
wouldn't need a
that-
separate
that-
motion or
nope,
something?
that's part of the,
Okay.
that's part of the intent.
Is everyone clear on that? Yes? No?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let me go over the, first of all, we have, the, minutes of our meeting on 18/25 to accept. We were all here. We have the approval of one-day liquor license, subject to what Nate just indicated to us. Under personnel and committee actions, we have Warren Palmer, police officer, resigning effective 9/2/25, and resigning Scott Jansen, ZBA, effective 9/2/25. Are there any questions or holds on any of the consent agenda?
Yeah, I got a question. Why did Juan Palma give a reason for his resignation?
Fit. That's as far as I can technically go right now, but it was a fit issue on a variety of ways, if you.
Okay.
Anything else? If not, could we have a vote, a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Opposed?
Mr. Chair.
Motion passed, yep.
During your discussions with your neighbors, if someone mentions even vaguely that they could be interested in a seat on the Board of Health, on the zoning board, we currently do not have enough members to make a quorum. And there is Mass General Law statute set up so that applicants for variances get approved based on no action. So, but that's not the way, that's not best practice for how we should handle variances. And I'd be remiss if I didn't note that Mr. Jansen's did resign over just that there wasn't enough membership, no one was interested. Like, I think had it been a different experience, I know Scott, his father served on the Gardner City Council with me, so it's a bummer to see him
Can we
leave.
remake a list of what we actually need for seats on all the boards?
Yeah, we have that.
We have that. We have a
Okay.
running list of the
Can
open
we,
vacancies.
can we get that back onto social media?
Social media, yes,
Yes.
I am more than happy to repost that. It did get a lot of traction the
Yeah.
first time I posted it,
And
and
I
like
do
a
have
couple
a
other towns
flipping
shared it
thing.
and said, hey,
Yeah.
look, they're like really good at this, why aren't we good at this? And I was like, ooh, oh, okay.
Okay.
So what is the procedure or the, I guess, the legalese, if any zoning issue comes up and since we don't have a zoning board,
120 days.
120 days, it just goes through if there's no action.
it would just go through.
It would just go through, I mean,
But if action's needed, would it come to us?
nope,
Even though
Planning board, zoning board,
That's it.
gone.
But if there is no, if an action is required and there's no
Yep.
board, nothing gets done then.
I do not know if who steps in the
Interim.
unavailability of a zoning board. Maybe it's the select board, but that is not something I know
I
off
mean,
the
if it's a
cuff.
town issue and it has to be something decided, I would think, if we don't have board members, it would have to come to us.
so usually what happens is
That's why I'm
something-
asking, I'm just kidding.
It's, so in the cases of cause I used to be the clerk for the ZBA, it was, something was denied by the building inspector,
Mhm.
they would then go to the zoning board of appeals for the appeal process to say they have to prove hardship. There's like certain things that they would have to prove. That application would have to come into us, and so if it was a zoning board issue, that doesn't fall under those parameters, then we would return the application and say that doesn't fall under the parameters of the zoning board of appeals. Our zoning board of appeals has a very strict, by the charter of what they do.
Mhm.
But if it was something like they wanna build a barn and the setback is 30, not 35, the building inspector denied it, but they got permission from their, neighbor for a variance with the zoning board of appeals, that would fall under the ZBA.
Potentially, we could be caught between a rock and a hard place.
Well, yes, I mean, if somebody puts in for a variance and the building inspector says no, and it still has to go to the zoning board of appeals, and then they have 120 days, it's okay, they can do it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yep,
So,
And it's a shotgun start from the minute they turn it into Melody.
right,
Just-
you're on a clock.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Can we get clarity on that?
Yes, sir.
What happens
Yep.
without it, if it defaults to a different group or committee? Without a zoning board?
there should be
Would
something
that be
in the
legal,
charter.
or where would that come from?
That
For-
would
For
probably
the
come from the
opinion of the,
or the attorney.
Because I just can't see variances automatically going through because we're short of a committee.
that's why I was asking the
3
question, I was
members.
saying, you know.
We're missing 3 members now.
Yeah.
It's a 5 and it has to be 5. It has to be 5. I
Well,
couldn't hold a meeting if I couldn't get all 5.
Can't we adjust the charter within the rules of the
To
laws of the
change the
state?
charter, that goes to
So
state level.
in
that goes up to
Massachusetts,
state
if a
level.
town has not established a separate zone, so this is talking about how if you have not established one, then the select board or board of selectmen serves as the ZBA by default. I mean, the town has not created one.
You could make an argument for it the same way.
Or you could.
We
But
don't.
we have established one, we just can't fulfill the requirements of the one we established.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, let me look into this.
I would think it would just come to us, you know.
But we don't wanna think, we wanna know.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah, we
it
have
just
to
goes through
diarize this.
automatically.
that's why I brought it up,
Yeah.
okay. All right, under old business, the Eagle Scout Carson Brinker, we have a letter from the young man.
It's actually in there now. Look at this. Ta-da. Here,
What was that under?
Under Carson Ricker.
Oh, I see. I'm looking down.
Yep.
It's not coming up.
It's not coming up.
Oh, it's coming up on mine.
Oh, I got it.
There you go.
Do you
For a
want me to
second.
just read it out loud
I
into the
got it.
record?
I would.
Okay, can I borrow?
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
you
I
can.
didn't bring my laptop tonight because I was carrying.
Yeah, the young man, he could not, was invited.
Alright, you guys ready? Story time?
Just a
Story
minute.
time.
He was invited, but we couldn't, he couldn't make it this evening. So he did send us a letter, so
Yeah, with pictures.
Trish, if you would read
Of course.
for us as well as the record.
My name is Carson Brinker, and my Eagle Scout project was to increase the awareness and understanding of the Hubbardson CERT, which is Community Emergency Response Team, whose goal is to help prepare and educate citizens of potential disasters. Before I wrote my Eagle Scout proposal, I took a quick survey by asking if people knew what CERT was, and the results ended up with most people not knowing what CERT was, and the survey drove me to do this Eagle project. Given extreme weather conditions and hazards such as wildfires, hurricanes, tornadoes, etc., I researched local hazards, took FEMA courses, prepared Corey Rosnell air filter for demonstration use, updated the CERT brochure, led a team to clean and inventory the CERT response trailers, and led public awareness campaign at the local field day. These efforts led to follow-up CERT class and distributed emergency go-bag resources to more than 50 families in the local area. My project should help community members be better prepared to respond to emergency situations, increasing health and knowledge base. And then he added some wonderful pictures, the brochure that he updated, and flyers, and then pictures at field day, and he actually asked me if he could use one of my kids for one of the pictures, because he was right across from me at field day last year.
Is he in any of these pictures?
Yeah, he is the young gentleman with Judy building the filter. If you scroll down,
Which,
Is this him with the
See?
hat?
and it's the same one with the hat.
Yeah.
He's in the purple shirt in this picture.
so,
That's
That's
Is he
it.
in any of the
Yeah,
field day
right
ones?
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's in the
that's
he's
him?
in the
Okay, alright,
the field hat.
that's, thank you, okay.
He did a good job.
So, all we need is a motion to authorize the TA, just, and me,
Yeah, you're gonna sign the certificate on behalf of
excuse
the
me,
board.
the town administrator and the chairman of the select board to prepare and sign a letter of commendation certificate that we can present.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second. Any further discussions or questions on the comments? All right, all in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Motion passed.
Mr. Chair, request to reopen a matter.
Yes.
Long story short, it seems as if once you create a zoning board, it does not automatically fall back to the select board. I'm gonna put out a post tomorrow asking for zoning board interest and note specifically that it is a dangerous situation that the town is in, just with liability. So, we'll try.
When's the,
So if it doesn't reserve.
What's Plan B?
We don't have any variances
Yeah.
right now.
So what's Plan B?
If it doesn't
It does not.
revert to the select board, where does
is
it
that
go?
law,
We
state
have-
law?
Yep. We have to find members or associate members. You can appoint associate members. I do not know if you can appoint a member of the select board in the interim as an associate member. That's what I'm gonna find out.
How many members is it called for? 5?
And you need 3.
And you need three.
Three, oh, yeah, to
Four.
to function, right.
And how many are there?
2.
There's
Maybe.
One and a half, apparently.
Is there 2 or is there 1?
I don't know.
Legally 2.
legally two.
So we need 1 more to function.
But realistically, you want all
We
five.
want all 5.
Just in case people can't show up because they're sick or they're on vacation or something.
So, again, this is just for information purposes, and I'm not suggesting anything at the moment. But if that's the case, we have 2, would we meaning the board, have the power to appoint a temporary or part-time to that particular board?
Yes.
Thus allowing them to do work, but that would not necessarily make the person a permanent member
Yes, you can appoint a,
until someone else,
So if an issue comes up, we have to appoint a body to a vote.
and it could be one of us.
and it could, I believe so.
He's
I don't
verifying.
have, I don't have that on my cuff.
But it sounds like it could be.
It's not, yes, I do.
But you're gonna verify that.
I'm gonna verify it 100%.
Yeah,
I'm actually going to try to find a person that's not one of the
Oh,
4
yeah.
or 5
Oh,
of
you're
you.
right.
If we can sit on 2 committees, why couldn't we? You know what I mean? That's-
Technically, we're on all, we could, yep.
Nate's gonna find that out for us for sure.
Okay.
That's all I had on that.
Moving on, under old business, items 2, 3, and 4, all of them have been tabled. So that takes us to new business.
So I thought that the school thing was gonna take a lot longer than it did.
Nope.
So that's why I tabled all of that, but
Yeah, whatever.
Do you want to,
no,
Okay.
I don't have the backup information.
all right, under new business, nothing's listed, okay. Will we go to the TA report?
This is gonna be a really good TA report.
I'm
Got nothing.
I'm all set, like, things have been going really well.
We are moving.
Patricia, Katie, and I are working on a October 2nd event that is going to be a open house for the public safety building project, a introduction to Hub Connect as a software, and a new rendition of the Taste of Hubbardston. So we're working on that. It's gonna be a relatively short flip, but I'm confident we can do it. I would like to thank Patricia for holding a beautiful ceremony up at the First Meeting House a few moments ago.
Mhm.
The
Trish.
Yes.
emotion in that made the day really special and really just was a exclamation point to everything that we had gone through for the past few months.
And I believe the church people appreciate everything. Yep.
It's a
About it.
large box of keys. Sadie Saint, our inspectional services coordinator, started today. Mr. David Horns, the building commissioner, started last week. Other than that, things are going pretty well. Sam the accountant is on the right path. Like, it was a lot of work and we had a lot of ground to make up, but we're slowly but steadily getting there. We know that everything is there and good. We just have to, it's hard to go back and do years of back accounting when, yeah. But everyone's doing great. Mary received her, I'm very, very proud of her. She received her collector's certificate because she had her treasurer's certificate and now she got that last year and now she went and got the collector's certificate and she had like another 2 years to go get it and in part of her agreement. So we are very lucky to have her both because of her certifications and because of what she brings to the table as a person. So congratulations, Mary.
If I can go back to this meeting house for a moment, now that it's officially ours, if you will, in that sense, I think we need to try to really make a push and get that committee
It's going
formed,
up
because
tomorrow.
people are already gonna be asking, can we use this?
I already had someone slip me their card with their information on
So,
it at the meeting house to
we
use
needed
it,
a
so-
body.
I didn't want to cloud this event, so we're gonna send it out tomorrow
Okay.
to people, and then the final charge will be on your next meeting.
Sounds good. Is that it for you?
That's it for me. I thank you both, Peter, Jeff, and Katie, for coming on impromptu town administrator journeys with me today. We're gonna look into both of those things, so for the good of the order, Jeff and Peter were around and we toured this room in this facility with Claudia, the senior center director, and then Katie happened to be visiting, checking in on what was on the agenda for this evening when the gentleman from Plumtree walked into my office. We are still very much working on finding the owner of the Plumtree property. We are taking a rather unique way to get there and seeing if Mr. Blanchard has any contact with the gentleman still. I spoke with Ed in a meeting today, so we shall see. But that's something we do have to solve. I'm going to be bringing the private way policy forward to you hopefully next meeting, but latest the first meeting of October.
So, why can't we just take it by tax title?
Because we did not fund enough we have $1,000 in tax title every year, and that's barely enough to do what
Costs
we
you
need
$5,000
that
to
we
do a
need
tax
to do.
title.
For just one small property, I mean, there's several other properties properties here in town that have been sitting even longer
Yeah,
than that, that should be
that would-
taking tax title,
Yeah, but we don't have the money.
but we don't have the money.
And we've applied for grants for tax title money. It's something that the town is likely eventually going to have to foot the bill for, but we're gonna try other ways, because there are technically higher value takings that the town could do versus that, but I do see the tremendous priority there now because it's unfair to the residents of the road.
We should have
It's
taken some ARPA
unfair
money for
to
that.
the town because the vendor is significantly more expensive than doing it with our own team, so.
Alright.
That's where Mary's working real hard, shaking all of the trees. We thought he had passed on for a little while, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
Well, if I hit Pablo tomorrow, I'll come to the
He
textile.
just passed on for a little while?
Just for a very short period, no, we
He's
thought.
back now?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
back now.
he's back now.
No, we thought he had passed on, but according to Mr. Blanchard, that is not the case. It just has a lot of old phone numbers.
We mistakenly thought he had passed
Yes.
on.
Or maybe he wants people to think that, I don't know.
Maybe,
Anything's possible.
Okay,
yeah, doesn't wanna be found.
That is all I have.
okay, policies, I don't think we have any, right? Matters not reasonably anticipated by the chair, I don't have anything.
I wanna talk about what I mentioned last time, the weeds creeping through the sidewalks. Did we get any, traction on that or resolution on
I
that?
sent an email, let me get back to you on that, I'm sorry, I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're
Okay.
down, they're short a couple guys due to some,
Yep, we've got 2 guys out and we're still trying to replace the one that resigned. We've got 2 out on workman's comp right now and 1 resigned, so I'm working with Travis. Mr. Sweeney, Paul Sweeney is here as a temporary basis helping out. But I'm working with Travis to find, we had many candidates and they all went elsewhere due to.
He cut most of them with a lawnmower a couple of weeks ago, but. They're gonna
most
go
ones that
back.
come up in the cracks.
Yeah, well, it's gonna ruin the concrete.
Yeah, exactly,
We're
exactly.
very fortunate to have Paul
Yeah.
stay on, like,
Yeah.
because he painted when we
I
needed
know.
painting, he's doing
He just
this
pops up
now,
all
so
the
we
time.
just keep him active and he's able to hop in
Yeah.
as parks and cemetery and
Yep.
He does all kinds of stuff.
Sure does,
Fills a lot of shoes.
besides Santa Claus.
Yeah, I know.
Kids at home.
that's all.
Yeah, the tents-
Chris, I will get you that.
Thank you.
Any other matters not reasonably anticipated by the chair? Okay, public press,
Have we had a meeting since the barbecue? I would like to publicly thank the select board for the wonderful staff barbecue that you held and cooked for. It was greatly appreciated. We have a wonderful staff and I'm glad we get to take small afternoons to show them that we appreciate them, because we do. And it really does start with you guys. The positive morale that kicks around here has a exact line to your work as a select board, and that is really positive.
thank you on that. Since speaking of barbecues, our next meeting is on the 16th, which is the day before the senior citizens are having the seniors. But they're having a big barbecue on the 17th.
Your next meeting
Where,
is on the 5th.
Yeah, it says the
Oh.
15th on my paper.
I've got the 16th.
Yeah, it does say the 16th. Mine says it,
That was this morning's paper, okay.
okay, yeah, mine says the 15th.
I have
It's the 15th.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's the
I have
15th.
16,
I
okay.
believe you.
Yeah, it does, it says it.
Okay.
15?
Yeah, I know, but it says 16.
Mine-
That's so weird.
Oh, I believe you.
Did you bring your paper from this morning?
Yeah,
Because I changed it after that.
Okay.
You found the typo?
okay. All right, we're setting a record here, folks.
So what was your point, Jeff? I missed your point about that.
Oh,
There's a barbecue.
on Wednesday, the 17th, Claudia's having the seniors are having a big barbecue as a kickoff to everything's being done in here and to the
Patio.
patio, thank you. And she indicated to us, the 3 of us today, that she's invited, and Lou Evangelitis is coming. She thinks Peter and Donnie will be here, so that,
And the state council on
yeah.
aging,
Chair or.
chair.
Yeah.
And any of us who could be, I believe, are invited, so.
It is my,
When is it?
The 17th, Wednesday.
What time?
It's during the day.
Yeah, it's during the day. Did she
Like,
give us a
is it
time?
like 2 o'clock?
I think that's.
No, 2 o'clock is the ribbon cutting. This
Oh.
is earlier,
Okay.
I believe.
Well,
Yeah, I know,
We'll
doesn't
find
she have a
out.
calendar? She still has a
Should I
calendar.
cancel story time that day then?
If you're gonna go, I would.
No, like the parking lot, I'm thinking
Oh.
of the parking lot.
Oh, the parking lot will be
Parking
probably.
lot will be full.
What time's story time?
10 a.m.
Then, yeah, probably, that'll probably be a bad idea.
On a Wednesday?
How long is story time?
Unless you do
An
it,
hour.
Oh, you'll be all right.
unless you do it outside across
11
the
to
street.
1.
It's at 11, so you gotta be out of here by 10:30.
No, cause they come early, you don't even know.
And we'll be out of here before school gets out, because isn't this where the buses come in?
Yeah,
So it's an 11 o'clock, okay.
so they'll be here by 10.
All right. We have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second. All in favor?
All right?
Bye.
Yeah.
Meeting adjourned.